At guard, a 5'10", senior number 22, Mike Short. At guard, a 6'3", junior number 12, Todd Tackett. At center, a 6'10", junior number 40, J.R. Van Hoos. At forward, a 6'7", senior number 23, Josh McKenzie. And at forward, a 6'4", junior number 11, Jason Conley. The head coach of the Tigers, Bill Mike Runyon. The officials for tonight's game, Bruce Morris and Steve Martin. The scoreboard operator and timer is Paul David Hunt. The official scorer, Ernie Johnson.
Okay, enough said about this basketball game. Let's get it on as J.R. Van Hoos is going to go up against Doug Powers. Both teams are out on the floor. Officials are about ready to toss the ball up. And we're set for basketball. And the tap goes to Pikeville underneath. Put up and in by Scott Justice to get the game underway. Pikeville coming out in the press. Paintsville handling the ball. Van Hoos has it. Gets it up to Conley. On the other side now, Short. McKenzie out of the corner for three. Air ball. Pikeville comes away with it. On the other end, step. Now Justice goes up. Banks, no good. Rebound comes off to McKenzie. Excuse me, that was Van Hoos. He throws it long and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, back over to Pikeville. Fast action here to get this one underway. Pikeville on top 2-0. And with the basketball. Paintsville in a 1-3-1 zone, looks like. Pikeville working it around the horn, back out to Frankie Johnson, Hyde on the wing, gets it on the other side to Step, now in the corner to Justice. Lob inside, Powers has it, puts it up and in!
Two of the gentlemen that Pikeville needs big games from, Powers and Justice, putting them up 4-0 early.
Pikeville is showing full court pressure. Paintsville now breaks it, gets it up to Todd Tackett. Todd Tackett gets it back over to Mike Short, now deep in the corner to McKenzie. McKenzie back out top to Short. On the wing, now Conley, and we're going to get a foul inside as McKenzie's there trying to position for, trying to get position, and we're going to get a foul on the Pikeville player.
And that's Scott Justice, his first foul, team's first, as a little too much body on that play.
Paintsville now sets up their offense as Short, gets it over to Todd Tackett, three's in the air, count it. 4-3, Pikeville on top, just getting underway here in tonight's semifinal action.
That's what I was talking about before this game, that the Pikeville guards is going to have to guard Todd Tackett.
Doug Powers has the ball, gets it back out to Frankie Johnson. Mims gets it over to Scott Justice, and he knocks it in from the baseline. 6-3, Pikeville on top, Paintsville with the basketball. J.R. Van Hoos has it, half court stolen away by Justice. He's all the way up and blocked by Van Hoos, but there's a foul on the call. And we're going to get free throw shots. Nice heads-up play there by Scott Justice.
That's the first team foul, first foul on Van Hoos. Great play from Scott Justice, and he's fired up and ready to play tonight.
I believe Scott Justice was going to try to jam that home with one hand. Van Hoos was there dependent on the backboard, but he got his body on him. Scott Justice for 2 shots. 6 minutes remaining, first quarter. Justice's first shot was way short. I believe that's Pikeville's Achilles heel, Adam, is the free throw shooting, is what I've been told by talking to some of the Pikeville faithfuls. And Scott Justice misses on the second. Van Hoos comes down with a rebound. Mike Short's on the move. He's at the top of the circle. Gets it over to McKenzie. McKenzie back out top now. Tackett gets it over to Short. Short's Hyde on the wing. Now McKenzie over to Conley. That's a 3, go, count it. All tied up, 6-6. That was John Mims with the basketball. Calls out the fist play.
There's some smooth shooting outside for the Paintsville guards so far, 2 of 2 from three-point land.
Doug Powers moves the baseline, goes up and couldn't get it to fall, and right there for the rebound was J.R. Van Hoos. Moving it the other way now. Todd Tackett's double team. Gets it back to Van Hoos. Try to get it underneath the McKenzie. Goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Tigers.
A great defense that time. That was number 21, deflecting it out of bounds, Eric Stepp.
Josh McKenzie lobs it into Van Hoos. Deep in the corner now for a three. Todd Tackett, no good. Up for the rebound was Frankie Johnson. We're going the other way with it. And he's at half court now. Brings it across, drops it over to John Mims. Mims sets up his offense. Back out now. Johnson has the ball high on the wing. Powers in the corner to Mims. Mims looks inside. The cross-court pass to Justice. Goes up, 15-foot jumper, no good. Underneath, McKenzie pulls it down. Painter's on the move. Todd Tackett in the lane, shoots, good. 8-6, Paintsville on top. Pikeville with the basketball.
Yep.
And as Eric Stepp tries to get it down to Justice, he takes steps.
A little shuffle of the feet, and we got a timeout on the floor, Pikeville Panthers. So we'll take a timeout on your Intermountain Sports Network. We'll be right back. Keep it with us. Kind of jumped in there. I want you to do that. I just figured since I was talking, I might as well go ahead.
All right.
I got a good count on everything. I'm keeping everything. Rebounds, turnovers, and everything, so.
Sure don't want to leave these laying around. That's a mistake tournament ticket.
Come in here.
Put them in there. Okay, we're back down on the floor as Paintsville's going to bring the ball the length of the court. Mike Short has the basketball. Pikeville showing a little bit of full court pressure, and Paintsville gets it across. Pikeville drops back into the 2-3 zone. Van Hoos back out to Short, top of the circle on the other side. McKenzie drives inside the three-point arc, couldn't get it to fall. Scramble for the rebound underneath, and it's going to be a foul on Pikeville.
Yeah, Powers over the back of Van Hoos. Van Hoos, nice offensive position.
4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining first quarter. Paintsville on top of Pikeville, 8-6. In the corner with the basketball, Todd Tackett gets it back out to Short. Short lets a three go, count it! Mike Short knocks it down from long range, 11-6, Paintsville.
And the backcourt, the guards doing it for Paintsville, 3 of 3 from three-point land.
John Mims brings it across, gets it to Doug Powers. He's high out on the wing beyond the three-point arc. We've got a whistle underneath. And I think we're going to get another foul on Pikeville as they walk down toward the other end.
And Scott Justice picks up number 2. And the team's third.
Well, the Panthers can't afford to lose Scott Justice.
That's kind of been some of their problems this year, getting in foul trouble. That's Powers and Justice underneath. They need to keep them out of it.
As Tackett tries to get the ball back, and we get another foul inside as J.R. Van Hoos tries to get position. I believe that's going to be on Powers.
It sure is, and that's number 2 on him. So it's not a good sign so far for Pikeville.
Mike Short has it top of the circle. Gets it back out to Conley. Now Tackett has it top of the circle on the wing. Conley looking inside. McKenzie back to Short, all the way over on the other side to Tackett. They're looking in there to try to get to Van Hoos. Conley wide open, puts it off the glass. 13-6. Paintsville looking pretty good right now. Mims brings it across, gets the top circle, Scott Justice. Justice holds it, now he drives in the paint and throw it out of bounds, trying to get it over to John Mims. Unforced turnover by Pikeville. A little bit shaking right now, and I think Coach Thomas sees it. Adam, and he wants timeout. Let's just keep it here and talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Gee whiz. Hey, Pikeville is shaking right now.
Only have 1 turnover in the ball game, but the Paintsville guards and the whole Paintsville team just shooting a very good percentage right now. I don't believe they missed a shot, maybe one shot, but they've been firing it up. 3 different players on the Paintsville team with 3-point shots.
Well, it seems like to me, Adam, they're trying to shut J.R. Van Hoos down, and it's opening up some of the other players for Paintsville, and already where they're trying to shut him down, they've got 2 personal fouls on Doug Powers and Scott Justice, and that's their 2 big men, and we've still got 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter here, so they're going to have to slack off on him because Van Hoos is going to get his points regardless.
Exactly.
Whether he gets them now or later, he's going to get them. So they're going to have to guard him a little bit, not give him no easy shots, but they are not going to be able to stop him, which they come out here and tried to do. So as we get it back down on the floor, Van Hoos to inbounds the ball. Paintsville coming the other way with it. Mike Short walks it up. Goes down the right-hand side, looking in. Lets his offense work. Now Todd Tackett has it, drives in the corner, lobs it into Van Hoos, and almost stolen away, and he is stolen away by Doug Powers, but J.R. Van Hoos ties him up. Alternate possession stays with Paintsville. Josh McKenzie brings it in. Tackett looked for a 3, got it back out to Short. Now Tackett in there to Van Hoos, puts it up and in off the glass. Nothing to that.
That's Van Hoos's first basket of the ball game.
Van Hoos just going one-on-one with Doug Powers, laid it up. Pikeville operating down on the other end. John Mims has it in the corner, brings it back out now. Doug Powers, top of the circle, back over to Mims. Pikeville trying to slow it down a little bit. 15-6, Paintsville on top. The old fist play once again. Drives down the right side on the baseline, goes in, reverse layup, and it falls through for John Mims.
A beautiful shot from the sophomore up here at Pikeville. First lay-in.
Short has the basketball on the other side to Conley. And Conley walks as he faked the pass inside, drug his pivot foot.
And that's the 3rd turnover on the Tigers.
Paintsville just drops back into their zone. Or maybe they're just playing a, what would you call that, Adam? Is it just a half-court man-to-man? Looks like what it's going to set up to be. New man in the game, Jay Ramsey has the basketball. Gets it to Doug Powers, top of the circle, over on the wing. Eric steps on the move, in the paint, back over Scott Justice, lets one fly and knocks it down. 15-10 as Pikeville comes back to within 5.
And that's number 6 for Justice, and if he gets open from outside, he can hit the perimeter shot.
Kyle Adams lobs it into Van Hoos. Van Hoos triple team, goes up, puts it off the glass, no good. Scott Justice comes down with the ball. Ramsey on the move, holds up at half court. Gets it to Justice. Justice right at the top of the circle, faked the 3. Van Hoos on him. Got it over to Doug Powers. Back out to Ramsey. They're just slowing down their offense a little bit. Ramsey's on the move, finds a wide open lane, and stolen away by Mike Short, and he's fouled.
And let's see.
Ramsey went in there. He thought he seen a wide open lane, but Paintsville cut it off, and he had nowhere to go. Threw it right in the hands of Mike Short.
And for Ramsey, that's his first foul of the ball game.
1 minute in the first quarter to go. Mike Short with the basketball. Paintsville on top, 15-10. Kyle Adams, new man in the game for Paintsville. Now Tackett tries to get in the corner. McKenzie's knocked out of bounds by Pikeville. And it'll stay with Paintsville underneath their own basket. Josh McKenzie gets set to bring the ball in. New man in the game for Pikeville is Josh Justice. And Scott Justice goes out. Gives him a little bit of breather with those 2 personal fouls. McKenzie gets it into Adams. Back to McKenzie, into Van Hoos. Adams lets a 3 go. Count it! Knocked that down from long range.
Paintsville 4 of 4, 4 different players hitting all the 3-point shots.
Well, they can knock it down from that 3-point arc, that's for sure. Josh Justice now has the basketball for Pikeville. Doug Powers, top of the circle, over on the wing to Ramsey. Ramsey holds the ball, now gets it back to Powers at the top of the circle. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Josh Justice, they're just going to take the last shot. down 8 points here and see if I can't get something started in the second period of action. In the corner now, Frankie Johnson has it on the move. Back to Ramsey. Ramsey takes a 3, no good. With the rebound put up, and it rattles out. As Frankie Johnson got his own rebound there and couldn't get it to fall. So at the end of one, Paintsville on top of Pikeville, 18-10. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back on Intermountain Sports for more basketball 15th Region Boys Tournament.
Golly, what three-point shooting.
Can you see down there, PR? Okay, I see you waving. That's just like being here, ain't it?
Need to give him a mic so he can make him a few comments. He might get in his play-by-play.
I'm afraid he won't take his mic down on the floor and interview him coaches. I'll tell you what, we smell the death out that fan.
Is it hitting you good?
Yeah.
Okay, as we get back to action, Pikeville will have the basketball to start the second period of play. It's 18-10, the advantage to the Tigers.
Frankie Johnson walked it across half court as Pikeville tries to get something going here now. Josh Justice still in the game for Pikeville. Gets it back out to Ramsey. Ramsey's high now. Gets it to Josh Justice right at the free throw line. Shots put up and no good, but Frankie Johnson, and Van Hoos comes down with the rebound. Short. Up to Adams. Adams inside to McKenzie. McKenzie puts it off the glass, wouldn't fall. Doug Powers pulls it down. And as he tries to bring it up, we're going to have a foul on Paintsville.
And that goes against Tackett, his first, team second.
Well,
Josh McKenzie, the leading scorer in these two teams meeting the last time, hasn't scored yet this ball game. Missed a pretty easy shot inside. He was guarded pretty well, though.
He won't get no easier shot than that. Scott Justice gets it back out to Ramsey now as Pikeville's operating. Paintsville staying in that half court man-to-man. Eric Stepp back out to Josh Justice on the other side now. Scott Justice lobs it into Powers. Powers puts it up, misses it. Van Hoos pulls it down, and he's fouled.
And that fell on Josh Justice, and Powers missing a gimme. A little bit intimidation from Van Hoos.
I think Doug Powers won't get no easier shot than that tonight either. Easy shots missed on both ends as Mike Short comes down, calls out a play. Paintsville in a half-court man-to-man also. Mike Short still operating, gets it back out to Todd Tackett. Todd Tackett drives down, and as he tries to get it underneath to McKenzie, he charges.
And that's his second foul, team's third. And right now, the rebounding battle, it's 5-5.
Well, it's a lot like the Elkhorn and Shelby Valley last night. Paintsville was just out shooting Pikeville here early in the ball game. Doug Powers has it high on the wing, looking around, lobs it into Ramsey, and Paintsville goes over the back and fouls him.
And
Kyle Adams.
Yeah, Kyle Adams, that's his first.
Underneath, Powers goes up and misses a shot. McKenzie pulls it down. He's on the move. Tackett stops, pops, knocks it off the glass for two. 20-10, Paintsville on top. Ramsey has the ball. Underneath, Powers once again goes up. It's blocked, gets it again, puts it in this time. Mike Short coming back the other way with it, Paintsville. Michael staying in that half-court man-to-man. Todd Tackett now looks inside. McKenzie on the baseline. Shots put up and good. There's Josh McKenzie. That's a little tougher shot than the one he missed earlier on, but knocked that one down. Jay Ramsey has it now for Pikeville on the other end. Gets it over to Eric Stepp. Stepp top of the circle to Scott Justice underneath. Wide open under there, missed it the first time, missed it the second time. Ramsey has it and puts it up and in. Eric Stepp had two shots underneath there, Adam, couldn't get it to fall. Ramsey's there to stick it back in, 22-14. Paintsville now on the attack. Kyle Adams lobs it into Van Hoos. Van Hoos stolen away as he tries to get it into McKenzie by Scott Justice. Ramsey underneath and stolen away by McKenzie as he tries to get it into Powers. Now Todd Tackett, Josh McKenzie drives in the paint, puts a shot up, and it rolls in.
Tell you what, he's a player they don't want to let get fired up because now he can fill it up from outside, inside, everywhere. Josh McKenzie, a big-time player for Paintsville.
5 minutes to play in the first half, 24-14, and we're going to get a foul.
Uh-oh, it's number 3 on Todd Tackett.
Todd Tackett trying to play a little aggressive defense there and picked up a foul. And let's see, I believe Jason Conley is going to come in and replace him. And that's going to hurt Paintsville.
Yeah, Todd Tackett, he's their floor general. He handles most of the point guard position, and turnover really unforced on the inbounds play.
Step tries to get it in there to Johnson, and it goes off Johnson's shoulder. Unforced turnover. You're right. Mike Short doing a good job here for Paintsville handling the point position. We're going to get another foul underneath, and this one's going to be on McKenzie, I believe.
Yeah, that was an offensive foul on McKenzie on the baseline. His first foul, and it looks like team 6. Both teams with 6 personal fouls here in the first half.
Well, there's some big men underneath for both teams, and it's very physical underneath there.
These teams match up very well.
Okay, Pikeville on the attack. Scott Justice has the ball. And now they got it back to Scott Justice. Shots put up, no good. Powers couldn't get it to fall. Scramble for the rebound underneath. Mike Short come out there with it, but it steps on the out-of-bounds line.
I like the way Pikeville's going to the offensive board. They've got to do it all night.
Powers had another easy shot there, couldn't get it to fall, even though he's up way upstairs. Underneath, Scott Justice turns, puts it up on Van Hoos, no good. Powers puts it up and in off the glass.
Van Hoos got a block on Justice, but Powers was right at the right place at the right time and put it in.
Mike Short gets it in the corner to Conley. Conley shot put up and knocked it home. 2-pointer just inside the 3-point arc. 26-16, 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Pikeville has the basketball. Mims gets the top of the circle now. Justice has it. Guarded by Van Hoos. We're just going to back it up, slow it down just a second. Don't see nobody moving for Pikeville. Everybody standing flat-footed. And ball stolen away by Van Hoos. He's going to go down and lazy finger rolls it up and in. That's what happens when you stand around.
Van Hoos can do that. He did that 2 or 3 times the last game. He stole it, took it down, dunked it. This time he didn't dunk it though, but he puts it in.
Justice makes one heck of a move and misses a shot, and McKenzie has the rebound, brings it up himself. Adams on the baseline, shots put up, and it rolls off there. Justice gets it off now to John Mims. Mims brings it down and stops with it on the baseline step. Back out to Mims. Now Scott Justice has it, works inside the paint, spins, gets it to Doug Powers. Powers back on the other side. John Mims drives the baseline, gets it over. Now on the baseline, Scott Justice shot's no good. And a long rebound. McKenzie comes out there with it. 2-on-1, put up by Kyle Adams, knocks it home.
That was a great pass from Josh McKenzie.
30 Paintsville, 16 Pikeville. Pikeville has the basketball. John Mims drives in the paint, and before he can get a shot off, he's fouled. And I believe that'll put Pikeville in the bonus.
And that foul on Paintsville Tiger Mike Short, his first.
So we'll have John Mims with the 1-and-1 for Pikeville. I think Pikeville shot, well, they've taken 2 free throws so far. I think Doug Powers taken 2. No, Scott Justice taken 2. Missed on both of them, I believe, on 2 free throws.
You are correct.
So John Mims is going to get his chance, and they're going to have to knock these free throws down. Stay in this ball game. Shots put up and it's good. 30-17. 2 minutes, 36 seconds showing on the clock. John Mims positions that toe on the free throw line, lets it go. And it rattles out there. Rebound underneath by Scott Justice, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Justice had great position underneath. And Conley picks up his second foul.
Josh McKenzie comes back in for Paintsville, and Jason Conley goes out picking up that foul. Scott Justice on the free throw line, shooting the bonus. First one's up, no good. Oh, he got fouled on the shot, excuse me, so he got 2 shots. Missed on the first one. I think that's 1 for 5. Missed on the second one. It was an air ball.
He's going to have to put a little more into it. That's 3 of his misses is just about, didn't draw any rim. The previous 2 drew the bottom front end of the rim.
Pikeville showing full court pressure as Paintsville gets it across. Van Hoos has it, stops, pops, no good. Missed the goal, hit the backboard. Shots put up and no good by Mark Grimm as he comes off of with the loose ball, and he's going to get free throw shots.
And that foul on Josh Justice, that's his second foul.
New man in the game, number 41, Mark Grimm, puts the first of 2 shots down, 31-17 Paintsville. Shot number 2 is also good, 32-17. Doug Powers comes back in, and Frankie Johnson, let's see, no, who goes out? John Mims goes out. Doug Powers comes in for Pikeville. Paintsville just dropping back into a half-court defense. Frankie Johnson walks it up, calls out a play.
So double fist play.
He's top of the circle now. Doug Powers has it high on the wing. Drives in the paint, and we get a foul before Doug Powers can get away with it.
And that's Kyle Conley slapping him on the wrist. That's his second.
So that's the 9th foul, so we'll get a bonus this time, and from here on out, we'll get 2 shots in the double bonus. We got 2 minutes and 6 seconds showing on the clock.
The rebounding situation and the turnover situation is 10-9. In favor of Pikeville. It's a missed free throw.
Going the other way with it now. Josh McKenzie, top circle, lets the 3 go. Count it! Boy, 3 points in a hurry there. Kyle Adams seen him coming down and spotted him up, and he knocked it down.
5 3-pointers for Paintsville in the first half, all come from 5 different players.
Scott Justice now has the top of the circle for Pikeville. Inside, Doug Powers, back to Scott Justice, right at the free throw line, didn't want to take it. Now Doug Powers fakes, goes on the baseline, goes up, shot was blocked. McKenzie blocked that one from behind. On the other end, Kyle Adams has it. Van Hoos on the run, puts it up and in off the glass.
That was beautiful, folks. The big man can run the floor with the best of them.
Scott Justice, 3 on the other end, no good, and scramble for the rebound underneath. We got a foul this time on Paintsville.
I'm not sure that's on. I believe they called on Josh McKenzie. Let's see. No, not on Josh McKenzie. That's on number 41, Mark Grimm, his first.
You'll not see a prettier play in the SEC tournament than that one right there, as Kyle Adams seen Van Hoos sprinting down the floor and hit him on full stride, and he just laid it up and in off the glass. Josh Justice gets 2 free throw shots. Boy, Pike was having a time from the free throw line.
1 of 7.
Got to shoot the free throws better than that, boys. You're going to beat this team. Josh Justice misses on the second one. McKenzie goes way upstairs and pulls it down. On the other end, Grimm tried to get it into Van Hoos, stolen away by Johnson. On the other end, put up and in, no good by Mims. No, it's Eric Steps. McKenzie pulls the rebound down. Now Matt Short has the basketball.
It's not all he pulled down. There's a Pikeville player that got leveled, but
Van
good
Hoos
no call.
Fires it in, no call. Boy, bodies all over the floor on both ends. Van Hoos just muscled that one in. Eric Step on the baseline, back to Powers. Shot by Johnson is good. Count that 3 by Frankie Johnson.
First 3 of the ball game for the Panthers.
39-20, Paintsville on top. Mike Short with the basketball. 30 seconds remaining first half. Adams has it. Back to Grimm. Adams now. Hyde on the wing. Pikeville in a half-court man-to-man. Now McKenzie comes out and gets it from a free throw line. Stops, pops, no good. With the rebound, coming out of there with it, Zurich Step. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Johnson lets it go, another three, no good. And right there was Kyle Adams to pull the rebound down, and he's fouled.
And Jay Ramsey slapped him in the head. That's his second. Really an unnecessary foul at that point.
Well, just as we expected, Adam, I tell you what, this Paintsville team is tough to handle. And it ain't just been a Josh McKenzie and a J.R. Van Hoos and a Todd Tackett show. Todd Tackett's been on the bench sometime with 2 personal fouls.
It's a total team effort right now from the Paintsville Tigers. They're playing pretty much flawlessly is the way that you can call this game.
People that scored.
Absolutely, pretty much a perfect game for Bill Micranian and the Paintsville Tigers. And we was talking about his team maybe not peaking yet this year, but it looks like right now they could be showing a bit of a peak as they're playing a great game.
What was that all about?
What's that?
I don't know. Graham misses on the free throw shot. On the other side, McKenzie puts it up, and it's no good as time expires. Paintsville on top of Pikeville, 39-20. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more basketball action on your Intermountain Sports.
Television radio all over the place. We wouldn't say nothing about the kids. Why would we say something about the kids?
Get her mic down there.
Yeah, he'll be announcing it. It's right there in front of his face.
Hey, Brian. Let's see. Probably give us a couple more minutes and we'll come on with our halftime stats, and then we got some ceremonies that we'll be getting on TV, but I don't think we will. Get it on the radio unless, no, there's 50 of them that they're going to be presenting, so I don't know. We might put it on the radio.
Are you ready, Adam? Want me to play another?
In 1996, there have been many exceptional players.
Yeah. Yeah, well, wait just a second here. Don's not in the saddle, so go ahead and play another commercial.
Man, we need to be getting this. Where'd he go? Huh? We need to be getting this. Where'd he go?
Hey, Don, we're ready to go right now.
Ready?
Yes, we're ready. It's ID right now. Okay, welcome back at halftime at the boys' 15th regional tournament semifinal action, Paintsville and Pikeville. And it's Adam Gearhart for your halftime stats. For the Pikeville Panthers, they were led in scoring by Doug Powers and Scott Justice, each with 6 points in the first half. John Mims with 3. Frankie Johnson had 3 points. Jay Ramsey with 2 points. And that totals them with 20. They were 1 of 2 from behind the 3-point line. They had 3 turnovers and 11 rebounds. For the Paintsville Tigers, they were led in scoring the first half by Jason Conley. He had 9 points. Van Hoos with 8. Todd Tackett had 7. Josh McKenzie with 7. Mike Short with 3. And Mark Grimm had 2 points. And the Paintsville Tigers with some pretty dab-burn good shooting from behind the 3-point line. 5 of 6. All come from 5 different players on the Tiger squad. They had 4 turnovers and 11 rebounds. Both teams with 11 rebounds, so that battle pretty even. I think one of the downfalls to Pikeville was their free throw shooting in the first half. And, of course, when a team shoots as good as the Paintsville Tigers and their defending state champs, it's going to be hard for anybody to hang in with them.
Well, there's no doubt about that. I thought Paintsville played awful well. And, of course, Pike was going to have to shoot better from the free throw line. Adam, we've got some activities going on downstairs. Let's see if we can't get it down there.
Okay, we'll take it down to Randy Jones. I believe the Fabulous 50. They're going to give a ceremony for those folks.
1963, and was a 2-time All-Region and honorable mention All-Stater in 64. From Garrett High School, Jimmy Cox. This 4-time All-Big Sandy Conference performer scored 2,383 points in his career and made the all-tournament team in every tournament in which he played. From Betsy Lane, Frankie Crum. This 2-time All-State player was named Kentucky's Mr. Basketball in 1982 and signed with the University of Kentucky before returning to Pikeville College to finish his career as a college All-American. From Virgie High School, Todd May. And now those who are in attendance. An honorable mention All-State player in high school. He went on to make All-American and lead the nation in scoring at Wake Forest. From the Betsy Lane Bobcats, Brady Wallace, being represented by his uncle, George Smith. And now, please welcome in order the Fabulous 50 that are with us tonight. USA Today, Kentucky Athlete of the Year in 1988. He was first team All-State and a Kentucky-Indiana All-Star. From Paintsville High School, Keith Adkins. Representing Keith will be his father, Charlie Adkins. First team All-State and a member of the 1957 All-State Tournament team. He signed a basketball scholarship with the University of Alabama. From Pikeville High School, Tommy Adkins. An All-Stater in 1957 and 58. He attended the University of Kentucky on a basketball scholarship and played for Adolph Rupp. From Flat Gap, Carol Burchett. This All-State player led his team to a 33-1 record and a #1 ranking in the state. He went on to make Little All-American at Pikeville College and to play professional basketball for the New York Knicks and Detroit Pistons. From Meade Memorial High School, Donis Butcher. This all-region player made first-team All-State in 1962 and went on to sign with Morehead State University. From the Virgie Eagles, Tommy Castle. The next player made first-team All-State and runner-up for Mr. Basketball in 1994. From Elkhorn City High School, Todd Conley. This two-time All-State and high school All-American played for Coach Mike Krzyzewski at West Point. From Johnson Central High School, David Couch. Representing David tonight is his father, E.A. Couch. Selected to the team for the Kentucky West Virginia, the Kentucky Ohio, and the Kentucky Indiana All-Star Games, he was All-Region in 1953. From Oil Springs High School, Bob Daniels. In 1947, our next member made first-team All-State, scored 24 points in 20 minutes of playing time during the state tournament. He had Coach Adolph Rupp personally visit Wayland to offer him a scholarship. From the Wayland Wasps, Ed DeCourcy. A 1951 and 1952 All-15th Region player. He made first-team All-State in 52. Attended the University of Kentucky on a basketball scholarship. From the Martin Purple Flash, Pete Grigsby Jr. The leading scorer in Bobcat history with 2,642 points. He earned All-State and All-American honors in high school. He attended UK and Marshall University. From Betsy Lane High School, Dan Hall. This two-time All-State player led the Runnin' Rebels to their first ever appearance in the Sweet 16. He went on to start at the University of Wisconsin as a freshman. From Allen Central High School, Jeremy Hall. A 1966 All-State player who also made the All-State tournament team and signed a basketball scholarship with Marshall University. From the McDowell Daredevils, Ricky Hall. This two-time All-State player from 1955 and 56 averaged more than 40 points a game his senior year. From Prestonsburg, Lowell Hughes. Representing Lowell tonight is his brother, Paul Phillip Hughes. A first-team All-State and honorable mention All-American who led his team to 3 straight 15th Region championships in 90, 91, and 92. From Belfry High School, J.J. Hilton. This All-15th Region player led the state in scoring his senior year and was selected to the Kentucky East-West All-Star Game. He went on to a great college career at Pikeville College. From the Elkhorn City Cougars, Jimmy Kent Kerr. An All-State player in 1957, he led his team to a 3rd place finish in the Sweet 16 while making the All-Tournament team and went on to play college basketball at the University of Pittsburgh. From the Pikeville Panthers, Howard Lockhart. A first-team All-State and high school All-American player He went on to make all Ohio Valley Conference, 2 years at Moorhead. From the Johns Creek Bearcats, Eugene Lyons. He was honorable mention All-American at Eastern Kentucky University. This player helped the Inez Indians to the state championship in 1954, Dale Moore. The leading scorer in the storied tradition of Pikeville High School. A member of both the Pikeville High School and Pikeville College Hall of Fame, Mark Myers. In 1979, this player made the All-State and All-State Tournament teams. From the Virgie Eagles, Stoney Newsom. A member of the University of Kentucky's Unforgettables. This high school All-American led his team to 3 consecutive 15th Region Championships. From the Paintsville Tigers, John Pelfrey. Representing John tonight is his uncle, Bill Claude Burchett. The captain of the All-State team in 1950. This player was selected as the #1 draft pick of the New York Knicks. From the Pikeville Panthers, Dickie Prater. This 2-time All-15th Region player was also first-team All-State in 1951. From Pikeville High School, Woody Preston. A 1965 UK signee and a member of the Kentucky, Indiana, and East-West All-Star teams. As an All-American from the Meade Memorial Red Devils, Alvin Rattler. This 2-year All-Stater and high school All-American was also a 3-year All-American at Georgia Southern University. From Wheelwright High School, Jim Rose. This Kentucky Mr. Basketball in 1980 broke national scoring records with averages of 48 points per game in 1979 and 54.3 points per game in 1980. From the Phelps Hornets, Irvin Stepp. He was chosen first-team All-State in 1978, averaging 33 points per game. He was MVP and leading scorer at Eastern Kentucky University in '83 and set a season record for free throw shooting. From Sheldon Clark High School, Jimmy Stepp. This 1972 All-American also made first-team All-State and was the state's leading scorer with 34.7 points per game average. From Warfield High School, Joe Allen Stepp. In 1951, this All-State player averaged 28.6 points and 12.1 rebounds. For the Warfield Red Devils, please welcome Joe Stepp. Our next player was many times All-District and All-Region, and in 1964 made first-team All-State. From the Inez Indians, Orville Lee Stepp. This All-State player signed with the University of Kentucky before transferring to George Washington University to finish a good college career. From Maytown, Bob Talent. He made the All-State tournament team as a sophomore and scored 35 points a game as a senior before going on to college at George Washington. From Maytown, Pat Talent. Accepting for both Bob and Pat Talent is their high school coach, Gene Frazier. He was All-Region and All-State and in 1967 selected to the All-Tournament team. He went on to start 3 years at Vanderbilt University. From the Maytown Wildcats, Rudy Thacker. This All-Region, All-State, and high school All-American signed with the University of Kentucky before finishing a fantastic career at Pikeville College. From the Feds Creek Vikings, Jody Thompson. This all-region and all-state player from 1963 went on to sign a basketball scholarship with Morehead State. From the McDowell Daredevils, David Turner. This Meade Memorial and Johnson Central player made first-team All-State and high school All-American in 1970. Went on to score 1,014 points and set a school assist record at Morehead State University. Howard Wallen, Jr. This all-region and all-stater began playing on the varsity team in the 7th grade and went on to set a state and national scoring records, including breaking the record of the legendary Wawa Jones. He finished his career with 2,989 points. From Meade Memorial High School, Albert White, Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, please salute the fabulous 50 of the 15th region.
Hey, Brian. Thanks for catching that break. I forgot to cue you, buddy. All right, good. Let's see here. They got 3 minutes put up on the clock, but they haven't started yet. I believe they got all this ceremony stuff over with. So we'll holler at you here in a couple of minutes.
That was a pretty good show, wasn't it?
That was a real good show. I'm glad they did that. It's pretty exciting. Okay, Brian, after this, I guess we'll take it back.
Okay, we're back here once again, TW Auto Memorial Gymnasium. We're at halftime, getting ready to start the second half. Paintsville on top of Pikeville, 39-20. Adam, Pikeville's got their hands full getting back into this basketball game. They're going to have to find a hot hand. Of course, Paintsville had several runouts, but they shot the ball extremely well the first half.
Yes, they did. The Paintsville Tigers, like we said earlier, pretty much played flawlessly in the first half. The great game. The rebounding battle is even right now, but when you're shooting that hot, there's not much you can do. Rebounding don't really help you out when you have to pick it out of the net. But Pikeville Panthers still got a great chance in this ball game. They need to insert themselves on the offensive end and definitely put a lot of points on the board to regain from being behind 19 points right now.
Well, Doug Powers and Scott Justice both was 6. And then the scoring kind of tapers off for Pikeville after it. John Mims with 3, as you said, and Frankie Johnson with 3. Big gun on the other side, Jason Conley with 9 points, but they're balanced scoring as we get back down on the floor. Paintsville has the ball. Tackett gets it into Van Hoos. McKenzie right in the paint, knocks it down. 41-20, Paintsville on top. And as John Mims tries to get it up the floor to Eric Stepp, Stepp had his back turned, it just goes out of bounds. Unforced turnover, goes back over to Paintsville. Pikeville showing a little bit of full court pressure as Todd Tackett has it now, bringing it up the floor, gets it across the timeline, behind the back, stops, gets it into Josh McKenzie, and he puts it up and in off the glass. Easy bucket there by McKenzie. Pikeville on the attack on the other end. Mims gets it over to Justice. Justice looking inside, brings it back out. Now Frankie Johnson has the basketball. Deep in the corner, Eric Stepp. Stepp's letting his offense hit. He's still in the corner. Now he dribbles. Scott Justice tops key underneath. Doug Powers fakes, goes up and puts it off the glass for 2, and he's fouled.
A great fake underneath for Powers in a strong basket. He's going to the line for 1. And the guilty Tiger, let me see, need a little help from the scoreboard here. That's on J.R. Van Hoos, his second.
Found Doug Powers down underneath. And this time he put it off the glass and got fouled. Free throw attempt goes down. Back down to a 20-point game, 43-23. Paintsville on the attack. Tackett now to McKenzie. McKenzie lets a 3 go, no good. There to pull it down is Eric Stepp. Frankie Johnson on the move, stops, looks inside. Now Powers working on Van Hoos, goes up and puts it in over J.R. Van Hoos for 2. Josh McKenzie down on the other end, stops, brings it back out top to Todd Tackett. Pikeville staying in a half-court man-to-man. Now Mike Short has it high on the wing. On the other side, Conley. Deep in the corner, Todd Tackett gets it underneath. Josh McKenzie on the baseline, goes up for the shot, and he's fouled.
And that foul goes to Josh Justice, his 3rd personal foul. 43-25 in the 3rd period. Paintsville over Pikeville.
Josh McKenzie will be on the free throw line for 2 shots. As Scott Justice comes in and Josh Justice goes out for the Panthers. McKenzie's first shot was short. How'd they do on the free throw line the first half, Adam?
They were 2 of 2.
McKenzie's second free throw goes down. 44-25. Paintsville drops back in a half-court defense. John Mims operating now, gives it to Justice underneath. Ball almost stolen away, but Eric Stepp comes out with it. Doug Powers has it underneath. Josh McKenzie on him. He fakes, goes up, and wouldn't fall, but he drew the foul, and we'll get free throw shots.
Another great move for Doug Powers inside. He's going to have to make them from the free throw line. And the foul on Van Hoos. That's his third.
Panthers going to have going to find a hot hand here, Adam, to get back into this game down 21 points.
So far, Doug
down
Powers
19
seems to be that hot hand. He has all 6 points here in the third period for the Panthers.
Makes it 44-26. And the second one rolls in, 44-27. Now cut it down to 17. Todd Tackett on the move. Brings it across the half court. Underneath, Conley goes up and puts it off the glass for two. No, Jason Conley.
Conley having a big game for the Tigers. He has 11.
John Mims had it stolen away. Mike Short on the move now for Paintsville. Still got it in the paint. McKenzie spins on the baseline, puts it down.
And McKenzie, the hot hand for the Tigers here in the third period, he has 7.
Johnson tried to get it underneath there, and it went off a Panther player back over to the Tigers. Thought Frankie Johnson took the shot there at him. Did he take the shot, or was he trying to get it inside?
He was trying to get it inside, and he was standing on the inbound line. It's the third turnover on Pikeville here in the third period.
Adams gets it back to Short. Short brings it up. Lets his offense set. Now Todd Tackett has it out on the wing. Top of the circle. Kyle Adams back to Tackett. Tackett spotted up. Looked like he was going to take the three. Didn't want it. Now Short over on the other side to Adams. Adams guarded rather closely over there. Now Conley lobs it inside to McKenzie, and he's wide open underneath there and put it off the glass for 2 more.
Tell you what, McKenzie had great position inside on Justice and really an easy bucket.
Inside, Doug Powers goes up for the dunk, but McKenzie got him from behind. I believe he was going to put that one home.
And Josh McKenzie, that's his second foul. And it continues to be the Doug Powers, Josh McKenzie show here in the third period.
So Doug Powers has 2 free throw shots. 4 minutes, 59 seconds on the clock. Knocks the first one down, 50-28.
And Powers is bringing Pikeville out of their free throw shooting slump. He's 4-4 here in the third period.
Powers misses on the second one. McKenzie is there to get the loose rebound, and as Scott Justice tries to backslap that ball, he got a little bit of arm there on Josh McKenzie, I believe.
It's number 3 on Justice.
Paintsville to bring it up the floor. Now Short with it in a hurry. Back out, Kyle Adams in the corner. Shots put up and good by Jason Conley. 3-pointer. 53-28. Ramsey has the ball now. He's top of the circle. Into Powers. Powers spins, goes up, and puts it off the glass. Boy, McKenzie was all over him.
10 points for Doug Powers in the third period and 16 in the game.
Short has it, gets it back out to Tackett. Tackett drives in the paint, tries to drop it off to McKenzie. And Scott Justice is right there to take the charge.
And on Tackett, that's his 4th foul.
New man in the game for Paintsville as Tackett goes out is Josh Grainer. Number 5 in the white uniform on the floor. Frankie Johnson walks it up the court. Now he breaks the timeline. At the top of the circle. Scott Justice now has it. Looking. Doug Powers high on the wing. Lobs it inside. Frankie Johnson spins, and the ball slapped away from him. Paintsville comes up with it. Kyle Adams on the move. Gets it over to Short. Now deep in the corner. Grainer for 3. No good. Scott Justice pulls the rebound down. Pikeville's coming the other way with it. Underneath, Johnson shot up. No good there for the rebound. It was Conley. Mike Short on the move on the other end. Out of the corner for 3. Kyle Adams, count it.
What 3-point shooting from the Tigers. Red hot is all you can say.
Frankie Johnson now It's to Mims underneath. Powers goes up, and they're going to get him for the charge as Jason Conley, was there to take the charge. Good positioning underneath for Conley.
And that's number 3 on Doug Powers. The Tigers 7 of 8 from the from behind the three-point line, that is. Great shooting.
Pikeville showing full court pressure as Kyle Adams operates. Gets it over there to Grainer. Grainer still operating, gets it across the timeline. Shots put up, no good by Kyle Adams, coming off in there with a rebound, going the other way with it. Eric Step. Ramsey, long three, no good. Scramble for it underneath. Paintsville comes out there with it. Adams pulls it down. Now Grainer on the move. On the wing, deep in the corner. As Graham had the ball, and what did we get underneath?
That's a turnover on the Paintsville Tigers. It's their first of the quarter.
So Pikeville has it, coming the other way with it. Doug Powers has it, spins, goes up, puts it in. Mark Grimm had the guarding assignment there on Powers, and Powers went around him and put it right over the front of the rim. Mike Short has it now for Paintsville. Grainer deep in the corner now to Grimm. And Grimm is fouled on the floor.
And John Mims picks up his first foul of the ball game. It's number 5 on the Panthers.
56-32. It's been all Paintsville Tigers here tonight. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. Short has the basketball. Back out to Adams. Underneath, McKenzie finds himself wide open, and he banks it up. Couldn't get it to fall. Scott Justice there with a rebound. On the move. Step on the other side. Ramsey, long three. No good. Underneath for the rebound, Jason Conley. Paintsville's on the move once again. And as McKenzie tried to get it across to Adams, knocked out of bounds by Pikeville to stay with the Tigers.
Taylor rebounding remains pretty much the same, 4 for each team here in the third period.
Oh, McKenzie took it on the baseline, put the shot up, and it goes, and he's fouled.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was on Powers. Let's see. No, it's on Scott Justice, excuse me on that. That's his 4th.
Josh McKenzie to get one free throw shot. And it's no good. Scott Justice goes up high and pulls it down. We're going the other way with it now as John Mims brings it up, sets up his offense. Paintsville standing in the half-court man-to-man. Powers underneath, puts it off the glass for 2. 58-34. Short on the move from a free throw line. Stops, pops, knocks it down. (60-34). Ramsey has it underneath. Powers once again puts it up. This time he misses a shot. McKenzie on the move, going the other way with it. On the other side, Grainer to Grimm. Grimm backs it in.
That was a nice fake for Grimm to get wide open underneath.
We're looking like a state championship to last year. Champions. Ramsey has it. Back out to Scott Just, top of the circle, inside Powers. Good move, puts it up, and good off the glass.
Tell you what, they haven't been able to handle Powers here in the third period. I'm running out of room in his scoring column.
Short, gets it down to Grainer. On the other side, Kyle Adams drops it off to McKenzie. Back out to Short, top of the circle, holds it up. Now he's on the move, gets it over to Kyle Adams, high on the wing. Guarded closely there by Eric Stepp, and maybe a little bit too closely.
It's only Stepp's first foul. Remember, folks, tonight's second game, we want to invite you to stay tuned. Tip-off around 9:05. It's the Prestonsburg Blackcats 20-11 taking on Elkhorn City Cougars 25-5.
Number 3 come in for Paintsville. You'll have to look in our program, see if you can get his name there. I haven't got it on my rosters. McKenzie put the shot up, no good. Right there to pick up the loose change is Josh Grainer. 64-36. 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Mims back out to Ramsey. Ramsey's three, no good. Coming off there with a rebound, John Mims. He's going to back it back out, set it up once again. And as Mims tries to drive down in the lane, we get a foul. Did you pick up who number 3 was? We'll get him here on the P8. I'm sorry, I couldn't understand him. You got him earning your roster, number 3 for Paintsville. They had a number change. Wide open underneath. For an instant with Scott Justice, Paintsville got a finger on it. Coming another way now. Grainer back to McKenzie, no good. McKenzie rebound back up and in off the glass. 66-36 at the end of the third quarter. And we're going to take a break and we'll be back on Intermountain Sports for more 15th Region basketball action here at Pikeville.
Where in the world's Paintsville in this thing? By gosh, if we're in here, I don't see him. There.
Ain't you got that little paper there?
Here.
Handy on it?
Danny Scott.
I've lost my pen. Danny Scott, what's his name?
Danny Scott. Okay, welcome back to Pikeville, 66-36. The Paintsville Tigers on top of Pikeville. And let's see, the player was talking about before the break, Danny Scott, number 3.
Well, they got him on the roster. As we get back down on the floor, 66-36, Paintsville over top of Pikeville. On Pikeville to bring the ball in. John Mims has it, top of the circle. Calls out a play. Still has it, deep in the corner now to Frankie Johnson. Johnson still has it on the other side. Josh Justice. Ramsey lets a 3 go, no good. Powers gets a rebound and puts it back up and in. We're still showing full court pressure as Todd Tackett has the basketball short. Gets it across the timeline, behind the back, still moving down in the paint, stops. Back out to Kyle Adams. Underneath the Van Hoos has come in just the beginning of the fourth quarter. As he made his move, we get another foul on Pikeville.
Okay, that's number 4 on Doug Powers. So the 2 big men for Pikeville, Scott Justice and Doug Powers, with 4 personal fouls each.
J.R. Van Hoos to go to the free throw line. Shots up, and it's nothing but net.
And that's J.R. Van Hoos's first point of the second half.
How many points has Van Hoos got?
He's got 9 in the ballgame, make that 10.
That's kind of scary they can be that good without him scoring a lot of points. Pikeville comes down on the other end. Johnson gets it into Powers. Powers goes up. Shot was blocked by Van Hoos. But Van Hoos drew another foul, and Powers will go back to the free throw line.
Okay, that's 4 fouls on Van Hoos. Todd Tackett also with 4 fouls.
Seven minutes to go in this basketball game. Doug Powers misses on the first of 2 shots. Shot number 2 also comes out there, but Ramsey pulls the rebound down. He backs it out, looks for Powers underneath. Powers got it, goes up and puts it in this time. 68-40. Conley has it deep in the corner. Tried to get it to Van Hoos, stolen away by Josh Justice. Ramsey's on the move.
Okay, both teams has played great handling the ball. Only in the single digits in turnovers, both teams.
Van Hoos went for the rebound. I believe Josh Justice was under him, and They'll get him a little push that time. Anyway, you got called for the foul.
To be exact on the turnover situation, Pikeville Panthers only 7 in the ball game, and Paintsville has only 6 turnovers.
Paintsville's just shot the ball off of Will Adam.
That they have.
Really shot the ball good.
And the rebounding situation still even. Pikeville actually on top with, looks like they have 17 rebounds versus Paintsville's 16.
Van Hoos shot's good. We'll get another free throw.
The big man can shoot the rock from the line. He's proved that all year.
I was pleased to know that the Wildcats is looking at that gentleman as he misses on the second one. Coming another way with it now is Mims. Johnson lets a 3 go, count it. Tackett has the ball in backcourt. He's double teamed, almost stolen away. Now Justice had it for a second. And as Justice slapped it back into Johnson, we're going to get a foul. I believe that's going to be number 4 or 5 on Todd Tackett.
And he fouls out of the ball game with 7 points tonight. Playing this well, and him only with 7 points. The usually leading scorer from the perimeter, but tonight Conley having a big game out there.
Well, I think Mr. Ortega proved last night for Prestonsburg you don't have to score points to play a good basketball
Absolutely.
game.
It's been great team ball. Everyone's contributed for this Paintsville team, and it shows.
Frankie Johnson on the free throw line to get the 1-and-1. Shot's good. 69-44, 6:24 remaining. We've got a timeout. And on that timeout, we'll take a break and be back at the T.W. Oliver Memorial Gymnasium for more basketball boys 15th Regional Tournament on your Intermountain Sports. Okay, we're back down on the floor for the final 6 minutes and 24 seconds. And Frankie Johnson puts down the free throw shot. Paintsville operating, trying to get it up the floor. Now McKenzie has it and tries to get it over in the corner to Mike Short. It's turnover for Paintsville to go back to the Panthers. Mims has it. Now Scott Justice tries to drive in the paint. Gets it back on the baseline to Step. Inside Doug Power spin. Shot is put up. And he's going to be fouled and have free throws.
And McKenzie picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Doug Powers makes the first of 2 shots, 69-46. Shot number 2 is also good, 69-47. Pikeville showing full court pressure. Short gets it up to Adams. Now McKenzie has it on the other end. Holds up, drives the baseline, decides to bring it back out to Adams. Short now has it top of the circle. And he drives all the way down, drops it off to McKenzie, and he puts it off the glass for 2 more.
Tell you, Josh McKenzie started out slow. He didn't have any points in the first quarter, but since then he's become the Paintsville Tiger leading scorer. I have to total up his points, but he's added a lot here in the second half.
Justice goes in, puts it up, and it rolls through. Just drove down the left side of the lane, flipped it up, it rattled around the rim, fell in the bucket.
And that's Scott Justice's first field goal of the second half.
Adams stops and pops. Wouldn't fall. Scott Justice pulls the rebound down, brings it up himself. He's still on the move. Still on the move, goes in, puts the shot up. He's fouled. The shot didn't go.
And if that was on Van Hoos, he's out of the ball game.
Not sure who that was on.
They got 23 of Paintsville with the foul. Josh McKenzie picks up his third foul.
Well, we got a timeout down there, Adam. I tell you what, Paintsville has looked awful sharp here tonight for sure.
Yes, they sure have. 7 of 8 from three-point land. And just a contribution of, looks like about 7 or 8 players, and I'm sure Bill Macaronians has to be pleased with his team's play right now, peaking at the right time of the year. Has some players coming off the bench, which he's complained about a little bit here and there throughout the season, and they're contributing right at the right time. So I'm sure he has to be pleased right now.
You know, a lot of people we talk with talking about Paintsville not playing very good here later on in the season, and a lot of them saying that they were going to take it out on somebody. They've definitely played a super ball game here tonight. You know, Pikeville's not played that bad. It's just Paintsville's played that good.
That is true. Pikeville's played an excellent game on the boards in the turnover department, but a little shy in the department of scoring tonight.
Scott Justice will be the man on the free throw line for the Panthers. 5 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock for 2 shots. First one is good. 71-50. Tigers on top. Shot number 2 comes off front of the rim. Coming out of there with a long rebound is Kyle Adams. Pikeville showing full court pressure as Conley gets it up to McKenzie underneath the Van Hoos, and he slams it home. On the other end, as Eric Stepp tried to go in, I think that shot might have been blocked. Paintsville got it on the other end. Conley gets it to Van Hoos. Conley out of the corner for 3, count that one. Jason Conley's played a super game here for Paintsville.
That he has.
Doug Powers has it now out in the corner. Gets it inside the paint. Scott Justice shot wouldn't fall, and Van Hoos comes down with the rebound. Mike Short has it, gets it across half court. Keep looking for Paintsville to just run the clock down at them. They don't need to score. Pikeville's picking them up, and they're getting some easy looks. Van Hoos, Powers all over him. He spins, puts the shot up, it goes, and he's fouled. Well, that just climbed across the front of the rim.
And it looks like we got a Panther to foul out. It's number 5, Doug Powers. He fouls out. I'll have to get your point total here in just a second. I'm going to have to add these up. He had a big second half for the Panthers.
J.R. Van Hoos try to convert that three-point play, and he knocks it down. 79-50. Ramsey has it, now gets it inside to Justice. Justice underneath, back to Justice, puts it up and knocks it down for 2. 79-52. Kyle Adams has it, almost taken away by John Mims, but I think Mims might have got him on for a foul.
Doug Powers fouls out of the ball game with 28 points on the night for Panthers. Now they got it totaled up.
I'll tell you what, Adam, he's had a great career up here at Pikeville.
He sure has. He's played for a number of years and really a great player for the Panthers.
I wonder where he might be going to college at. Sure, he's gotten some offers. Kyle Adams misses on the first of 2 free throw shots. Shot number 2 goes in. 80-52. Paintsville Tigers on top. Josh Justice has it. Tries to get it to Step. Step gets it now. He's on the baseline. Justice spins, goes in with the left hand. Couldn't get it to fall. Mike Short gets a long rebound. Up to Conley. Conley still has it. Drives in the paint. Shots put up. And Van Hoos had it for a second. Him and Adams had it underneath. And I think one of them knocked it out of the other one's hand. 3 minutes to go in this basketball game. Shots put up there, but Johnson was no good. Paintsville's on the run with it. Adams goes up with the left hand. McKenzie couldn't get the dunk. Pike was coming the other way with it. Lob broken up by Van Hoos. Short has it, and he's fouled.
And that foul is Eric Stepp's second.
Mike Short has impressed me the way he's handling the basketball for Paintsville, Adam. He's done a super job for them. He handles the ball real good.
Yes, he sure has. He's played a tremendous ball game, a great addition to the Tiger team.
Short misses on the first one. He reminds me a little bit of Wes Salmons from Prestonsburg, the way he handles the ball. Shot number 2 rattles in. 81-52. On the other end, Johnson. And Ramsey's going to let a 3 go, and it bounces over the back of the backboard, but Paintsville had it. On the other end, Adams goes now. Van Hoos spins, puts it up, and good. And Van Hoos goes for the steal there, Adam. I think he had a dunk on his mind. He seen it. He was going to be taken out.
And that's his 5th foul. And J.R. Van Hoos checks out the ball game. Let me get his totals here right fast. Looks like 18 points in the ball game for J.R. Van Hoos. And the Paintsville Tigers is going to move on into the boys' 15th regional championship game, trying to complete another journey down the road to the Rupp Arena.
Well, I already see another one here that I don't have on the roster. Number 34 for Paintsville. See if you can pick that up for me if you would.
It's not in her program either, so we'll have to let that slip.
John Mims hits on the free throw, and we're going to get some subs in. I think that was, well, I don't have a number 10 here either. Let's see if we've got that in our program. Turnover by Paintsville. Pike will come another way with it. Shots put up out of the corner there by Frankie Johnson, and it goes in for a 3. Scott has it. And let's see what you got here. Pikeville has the ball. We're going the other way with it. We're just trying to pick up some of these new players that's in here. Don't have them all in our program, maybe in our media guide, but I don't see them yet.
Johnson no good on the 3-point shot, and an offensive rebound by Ramsey, and he gets fouled. He's going to the line for 1. And let's see who the guilty Tiger was on that situation. That's number 34 of the Tigers picking up the foul.
Ben Trimble. Ramsey misses on the first 2 shots. 83-57. Paintsville has definitely looked tough here tonight. 83-58. Stolen away.
Frankie Johnson.
Johnson banks it off the glass for 3. On the other end, Grainer tried to put a shot up right there for the rebound. And as Grimm made his move, he made the shot, but he took steps doing it. Scott Justice now has it. He's going to let a 3 go. And it hits the wire holding up the goal.
Want to invite everyone to be sure to tune in, keep it tuned to the Double X 104.9, 105.5 FM and WPRG for tonight's second game. The Black Cats of Prestonsburg and the Cougars of Elkhorn City squared off.
Stolen away. Now Johnson's on the other end, lays it up on the reverse layup. Castle has it in the corner for Paintsville. Now Danny Scott gets it over to Granter. On the move, Castle. Shot up, no good. Gives a rebound, puts it back up, no good. And we're going to get a foul underneath. Ooh, this is going to be on Pikeville. Let's see what we got here. We got Pikeville in this thing here. Can you find out who
that was number 30, Todd McCoy, picking up the foul.
Do we have one of these sheets here for Pikeville? Yeah, here it is. See if we can get some of those guys that come in.
First free throw from Ben Trimble connects.
Second one's also good. Chad Anderson had the ball taken away. Grainer has it. Underneath, shot wouldn't go. Piper comes out of there with it. Potter had it.
And that foul back court goes to Danny Scott, his first.
And we're going to get more subs in.
It's what you call massive substitutions. And the crowd of this first ball game starting to leak out as this game's all but over.
52 seconds, 85-63. Chad Anderson on the free throw line for the Panthers. First shot was no good. Shot number 2 finds the mark. 85-64. David Castle had the ball there for a second. They tried to get it underneath. And now we're moving the other way with it. Ramsey gets it up the court. Ramsey drives, spins, goes up, wouldn't fall. Potter comes down with the rebound, and we get the tie up and a jump ball.
And the arrow goes to Paintsville. Number 44, Matt Deskins, checks in for the Panthers. .25 seconds to go.
Paintsville has the basketball. Just working it around the perimeter.
This will be Paintsville's 30th win on the season.
Well, that's an impressive record. Impressive, to say the least. Scramble for the rebound underneath. Shots put up and it falls through. And that's Todd McCoy. And this game is history as Paintsville beats Pikeville 85-66. We'll take a break and we'll be back for the final stats and wrap up on tonight's first game. We'll invite you once again to stay tuned on the Double X for game number 2. We'll be bringing it to you live. And it's going to be Prestonsburg with a record of 20-11 taking on Elkhorn City with a record of 25-5. You're listening to it all, watching it all on Intermountain Sports.
Brown, we'll probably take about a 3-minute break here.
was that score?
That's what I was getting ready to say.
85 to 66 or something like that, I believe.
Bill, is that 85 to 66?
Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll be ready in a minute, bro. I'm still trying to add up some of this. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Does that sound good, Don? Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that sound good? Okay, we're gonna go right down here in the stands. Test, test. Okay, Brian, after this one. Welcome back to the boys' 15th regional semifinal postgame show. And it's Adam Gerhardt, P.D. Gerhardt, Adam Gerhardt with your final stats. And we'll start out on the on the Pikeville Panthers side of things. They were led in scoring by Doug Powers. He poured in 28 points on the night. Scott Justice with 11. John Mims 3. Frankie Johnson added 13 points. It was 3 points for Ramsey and 2 points for McCoy. Chad Anderson with 1. That totals him 66 points. They were 12 of 25 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, and they had 9 turnovers and 20 rebounds. And for the victorious Paintsville Tigers, they go on to the 15th Regional Championship game tomorrow night. They were led in scoring. It looks like Josh McKenzie had 22. Todd Tackett with 7. J.R. Van Hoos with 18 points. Mike Short 6. Jason Conley, a big game for him, 17 points on the night. 7 points for Kyle Adams. And it was Mark Grimm with 2. Josh Grainer with 2. And 2 points for Ben Trimble. That totals them 85 points. They had 22 rebounds, 8 turnovers. They were 9 of